The White House and congressional Democrats have launched a post-election showdown over how to rescue U.S. automakers. Millions of jobs, more than a century of iconic brands, and even economic confidence are riding on the outcome. Zhang Rui has more on this story.
The Bush administration and many lawmakers agree that up to $25 billion in loans should be extended to General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler. But there are key differences on the details. Democratic leaders plan to forge ahead with an industry proposal that would offer $25 billion from the Treasury Department's $700 billion Financial Industry Rescue Fund. The White House wants Congress to amend a law passed in September. That law made a separate $25 billion in financing available to Detroit for retooling factories to make more fuel-efficient cars. Congress faces a steep hill in its attempt to get an auto bailout or anything consequential accomplished before it adjourns and a new Congress takes over in January.
What the president has said is that we want to try to help these companies. We want them to succeed, and that's why we've provided a bipartisan way to get there. There is not going to be a path for them to be able to reopen up the TARP funds. There are not the votes in the Senate to be able to do that.
Perino also said that any new legislative effort to help the big car makers should require that those manufacturers are viable companies, willing to restructure themselves for the long term. Meanwhile, Citigroup is shedding approximately 53,000 more employees in the coming quarters, as the banking giant struggles to steady itself after suffering massive losses from deteriorating debt. The New York-based bank also plans to trim expenses by 19% in 2009 from third-quarter levels to $50 billion. About half of the expected workforce reductions will come from business sales, and the other half will come from layoffs and attrition. Zhang Rui, CCTV.